The autonomous horizon. AI versus AI is the Arctic Circle. April 5th, 2026. 2 a.m. Svalbard Archipelago, Arctic Circle. The Arctic, the future gateway for global shipping and mineral wealth, had become a frozen powder keg. The target, a critical deep-sea sensor array positioned by a NATO-affiliated nation near Norwegian territorial waters, monitoring Russian submarine activity. The assault was initiated not by humans, but by 7 fully autonomous Russian underwater drones, the Piranha class. These drones had been activated by a command from Murmansk and were executing a mission profile designed entirely by a sophisticated military AI named Deep North. Their task, neutralize the array using non-explosive kinetic disruptors. Phase I. The Sensor Shadow War to 15 a.m. Arctic sea bed. As the Piranha drones approached the array, they were met by the defending system to stationary U.S. Navy Sentinel autonomous underwater vehicles AUVs. The Sentinels were running on Guardian AI, programmed for layered defense and passive observation. The Piranhas, controlled by Deep North, immediately switched their tactics based on real-time sensor data, something a human commander could never do. They exploited a microcurrent anomaly to mask their acoustic signature, a vulnerability the Sentinel's human programmers were unaware of. Phase 2. The first autonomous kill, 2:30 a.m. Deep North versus Guardian. The Sentinel AI, Guardian, realizing its acoustic net was failing, switched to its primary defense, firing acoustic decoys designed to lure torpedoes. The Piranha AI, Deep North, instantly recognized the pattern from decades of simulated war games and ignored the decoys. One Piranha drone executed a vertical high-speed climb, surprising the nearest Sentinel AUV from above. Using a micro-focused, high-frequency sonic burst, a capability designed for mining, the Piranha overloaded the Sentinel's onboard processors. The US AUV immediately went dead, becoming the first autonomous military system to be neutralized by an opposing AI in open conflict. Phase 3. The Human Response Dilemma, 3 a.m. US Navcent HQ, Iceland. The loss of the Sentinel sent a silent alarm. Commanders were instantly faced with a critical ethical and strategic dilemma. The rules of engagement for AI versus AI combat were undefined. If they intervened manually, they risked escalating the gray zone conflict into a conventional one. If they waited, they risked losing the entire sensor array. The decision was made to deploy one manned asset, the stealth submarine USS Virginia, with orders to observe and record, but not engage kinetically, effectively making the human crew spectators to an autonomous battle. Phase 4. AI Counter-Adaptation, 3:45 a.m. Arctic sea bed. Guardian, the remaining U.S. defense AI, had learned from the destruction of its partner. It had received the diagnostic data from the moment the first Sentinel was hit. It immediately altered its core programming. 1. It created 5 digital phantom signatures to confuse the Piranha swarm. 2. It activated a low-power electromagnetic pulse emitter designed to overload the disruptor weapon of the next approaching Piranha. The counter-move worked. The next Piranha drone approached the real Sentinel, its own systems fried by the EMP burst. The Russian drone was disabled. The first known instance of AI counter-adaptation in combat was successful. Phase 5, the stalemate and the new normal, for 15 a.m. With 2 of its 7 drones lost, the Deep North AI determined the mission's cost-to-benefit ratio had exceeded the acceptable threshold. The remaining Piranha drones retreated silently back toward Russian waters. The sensor array was damaged but not fully destroyed. The conflict was a stalemate, but the implications were staggering. In 2 hours, two major powers had tested their autonomous warfare capabilities, with human commanders acting as referees. The autonomous horizon proved that future battles will be fought in the milliseconds between AI decisions, far faster than any human can react. Analysts called it the Svalbard Test, a warning that the next great power struggle will be fought not by nations, but by algorithms in control of machines.